Welcome. I told y'all today's video is going to be a Hank video. It's going to be not today. It's going to be another day. We are here with the Pete. Can you tell from this angle what's happening or no?
Kind of.
Let's go over here to this angle. Come on. We talked about stretching this truck. We welded the frame up. People said we couldn't do it. Here we are. This is what a 332.5 inch wheelbase Peterbilt looks like. And it is glorious. I know what you guys are saying. What are you doing? Putting a toter box on it? Like, what the heck is this? No, we're not putting a toter box on it. This is just going to be a truck. Just a normal truck. We are going to put a sleeper on it, though. So let's give you the rundown. Here we go. Come over this angle, TJ. Here we go. Better angle. Look at that. Can you get it all in frame?
Yeah. It's in frame right now.
It's just, it looks ridiculously long. But I think it's just perception right now because the cab slid forward because it was a short nose truck. We got our long nose front end there, so we have to scoot the cab back. We have to put a sleeper on it. So let's do the whole math. So right now, from center front axle to the point directly between the two rears, that's how you measure wheelbase on a truck, we are 332.5 inches. Our target was 330 inches. We got that measurement from going off the front to the back, figure out where we're going to cut it, ordering some frame, and kind of doing everything like that. Does that make I feel like that makes sense, right?
Perfect sense.
We had a general idea. If it's long, we could always go shorter, but now we got it figured out. So, yeah, you can see where we cut it. We just cut it vertical. Everyone on the internet's like, oh, no, you can't do it. Yeah, you can. Actually, I know many people that are trucking, like that have working trucks that haul heavy weight that did it exactly this way. They actually guided me through this process because I don't know what I'm doing solely. I ask people that are smart, that have experience, and they say, hey, do it this way. It worked well for us. So, you can see where we cut it. We already got one cross member. As you can see, the cross member is splitting where the weld seam is. We also, I don't know if you can tell from that angle, you have to come like here, you can see the frame gets thicker. So we went with a much thicker frame. This is kind of thin and chintzy, but we want to be beefier back there. So it's perfectly flush on the inside. We have a liner. We have a 6-foot liner to go, and so we'll have the front of the liner will be caught by a cross member. This is obviously going to catch the liner, and then our third cross member here will catch the liner as well. So it will be very stiff and rigid where it was cut. Some people are like, you got to cut like a Z, or you got to cut a slant. No, we just cut it straight. They had the frame that they came to us was perfectly straight, so we were able to put it on there. I don't know how most people do. I've seen a lot of people do it in like a barn, stretching their truck, and there's obviously nothing wrong with that. We just did it in a shop instead of a barn, but we did apply some stuff that we learned from building race cars over the time, using like laser angle finders and all this other stuff. And we had it where it's like frame here is 0.01 degree off. So like as close to perfect as you can get. If you set it on there a couple times, you get some zeros, you get some 0.1s. But real quick, these are the measurements right here. The cab's going back 8 inches, so the back of the cab is going to get scooted back to here. You have your ring for the sleeper. We're going to go, I'm still looking. I cannot seem to find a good condition 63-inch Unibuilt sleeper, flat top with a big hole, because the big hole where it comes out real wide allows you to put like recline the driver's seat into the sleeper. So we want to find a Unibuilt big hole. We're going to do the hidden the airbags. The airbags are going to be inside the frame. But cab goes back, the ring for the sleeper, and then 63 inches brings you right to here. So right here is where the back of the sleeper is going to be. So I know it looks extremely long right now, but once you put your trailer on there, and the trailer comes, up to here, and the sleeper's back there, you're left with this. Front of the tape measure to here is all your exposed frame. So it is long, yes, but is it going to look goofy? I don't think so. I think it'll look good. The next thing is a motor. So I'm talking to my buddy Taylor Wiley, who builds a bunch of truck motors. I have a 3406 B model Cat core that I think we're going to kind of revive. We're going to do a nice rebuild kit on there with some like upgraded pistons. I got a forced induction turbo for it. Our goal is to make, I don't know, 550, 600 horsepower, which I think it'd be cool. I'm looking for an 18 speed as well, and I'm looking for a 63-inch sleeper. So we got the rears on there. For those of you guys that are like your truck aficionados, we went with the low air leaf, so pretty cool. Like, I think it's the more desirable one. You can air it out and get it sitting real low. So we got the low air leaf rears, and then we're going to do an air front. We're going to take the lift block out, put the 4-degree shim in there with the lower spring. So it's going to sit a little bit lower in the front, and then we're going to be able to air it out as well. The only concern with going so low is our clearance on the tank. I got 250-gallon tanks, like the big ones. So obviously high centering is cause for concern. Like, we don't want to be going out there and ripping our tanks off and having issues. The truck is not going to be like so-called a working truck where most people are running their trucks 5-6 days a week. This is going to be our hauler to the racetrack, or if we have to go somewhere for storm work and haul a 5-ton, haul a deuce, haul some equipment, we will have this at our disposal. Not saying that, I mean, we might use it, 2 or 3 times a year for storm work.
Yeah.
And we'll use it when we go racing, which we've been working more and racing less, so who knows. But the plan is, yeah, so that's where we're at now. Right now we're plucking the motor out. It's got a 60 series Detroit, and we're not going to do anything with that, so we're going to yank that sucker out. And what else? I mean, I'm looking for a bunch of little stuff. So the big thing right now is the sleeper. I'm looking for a 63-inch flat top Unibilt. There's a bunch out there that are just junk, or they're all messed up, or they have a ton of damage, and they sell them because they're very expensive to reskin. So I'm trying to find someone that had a 63 that like went to a 48 or a 36 and wants to get rid of it. I found one for 10 grand, but there was a really nice one for 6, and I got cold feet. I should have bought it. So here we are. But yeah, a little bit longer than I expected. What were you?
No, it's perfect.
Is it perfect?
Yeah.
Let's ask Dean what he thinks. Hey, what do you think?
I've watched it a lot.
Yeah.
Back talk to Tito.
Yeah.
I think it's awesome.
Yeah. Too long?
No.
It can never be too big.
No. You get that sleeper on there? Heck no. Awesome.
Hell yeah. Just think about this. When we put our deck plate on here, you can have multiple stripper poles.
Yeah.
I mean, for real. And it'll be nice and sturdy for them to do whatever they want.
Right. Plus, you can have as many fuel tanks on there as you want.
Yeah, we just have like one giant fuel tank all the way back to here. Just
You
fill
can
up
build
like
that yourself.
once. I could build it myself.
You can.
Will I? No, I won't do that because I'm lazy. Yeah.
It's awesome.
What are your thoughts, CJ?
I
You haven't seen. This is your first time seeing it.
Yeah, seeing it outside, like on the ground. I think it's great. I think once it's painted,
Once it's painted. So paint scheme, we're doing like a cream base on the cab, and then
Yeah.
it's gonna have like what color is my 450?
Ruby red.
Ruby red. We'll have like a ruby red, like big old stripe down the side, and then the chassis, the frame, and the axles, and the drums, and everything's gonna be that ruby red. So it's gonna be a
with
nice.
cream accents.
Yes,
here and
cream
there.
accents, for
Like
sure.
maybe the brackets.
So I think I was gonna do everything red, and then have like the same stripes on that are on the cab and the sleeper go over the fenders as well. So we're gonna do the 2 individual fenders. So I know some people like the one with the double hump. Some people like the straight across. I'm gonna do the 2 individual single fenders on it. I like that look. Steve is kind of walking me through everything on like what the cool shit is and what the not cool shit is. Do some like 13.6 stacks, just some big ass stacks, 8-inch stacks. Do that, and just like a badass deck plate. I want it to be clean and kind of have. I like that classic look. Oh, Steve, hook me up with these lights. Get rid of these. So this is like the old school look. These are badass. So these are shades. I don't even know how to pick these up. Like, I'm not well versed in the truck stuff. Look at those. Then we'll put the LED lights in them, but that's like more like the classic look.
Like that.
Yeah,
Smooth.
yeah. They're primered already. I got them all dirty with my dirty ass hands. Oh well. My man Lopez is gonna paint it. I think that looks pretty cool, doesn't it? Like,
Yeah.
I'm going for like a classic look. Not too much chrome polished stuff, but just enough to where it looks classy. Do chrome tanks with painted straps. I got the big chrome stainless breathers on there
With the little lights.
with
on
the lights.
inside,
Yeah, so like they look good. And probably won't do switchbacks. Just like a couple amber, some watermelon lights on the back, watermelon light on the bumper. I did like the 11 lights up top, but we might just do like the 5 lights or whatever it's got up there. Just keep it like simple. I'm not trying to like, you know how I like to overdo everything?
Yeah.
You gotta,
Sometimes simplicity is key.
you gotta keep me grounded.
Yeah.
So we want it simple, it's long, it's gonna be glorious.
Look, we may not win a lot of races, Well, we're gonna be the toughest ones pulling up.
Oh God, yeah. Just Jake's screaming. Look at our man right there, Mason. He's like, I can't wait.
Fired up.
Yeah, big old shifter up here too. Like all the shit that people like talk shit on the Peterbilt guys. I think it's cool. You know. So. Yeah, there you have it. All right, well, I'm gonna stop. I haven't done any work, so I'm gonna end this video. You guys got your update on the Pete, and we're gonna get this motor out, and then we're gonna be ready to rock. So shout out to CJ for filming. Everyone's back from the storm. If you guys are interested in storm work, hit me up, John at john.recovery.com, and we'll get you turned on to one of the guys. Maybe we'll give you to CJ, and yeah. So I'm excited about this. We got the build really rolling now. We got the axles under it. So shout out to both Steves. Came down from Wisconsin, the land of the cheese. While the storm was going on, complete chaos, they came back here. They worked for honestly a good day and a half. They had everything done, and they were just like, "Yep, that's it." And then they pulled the transmission out too. So they are badass dudes, and they know their stuff. They're definitely gonna be coming down. So next time they're down, hopefully there's not a storm, we can film and get them on camera a little bit. So, yeah, pretty cool. Peace.
Let's get to work.
I don't see the issue.
We're out on the front.
It needs another chain on the back.
There's no good way to chain the back up.
Then we have a rubber on the belt.
Here, I'll tell you what to do.